Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Last week we discussed CBOs and like what's working now with iOS 14.5, and I told you guys about this new strategy I was doing where I'm basically literally using only 2 campaigns for the whole entire ad account. So I really wanted to dive into it for this specific video, give you guys a little bit more information of how exactly I'm going about this. I'm gonna show you guys a case study. I just say it's just more of a typical day in the life for me for one ad account that we're particularly running. We run over 10 ad accounts or close to 10 ad accounts here at my agency, Theriot Solutions, and one particular one I've been very open with on YouTube. So just like disclaimer, I will show you the store, I will show you the name and all that good stuff. I do have a few people that always message me and say, hey Nick, you just revealed your whole store. I'm like, it's okay, like not worried about it at all, we're still crushing it. So you will see all that and stuff, but I really just want to kind of dive into the CBO strategy. Did about $24,000 with $8,000 in spend the last 7 days with this one particular store. It's a little over 3 to 4K a day in revenue, and we've been doing pretty much just one CBO for top of funnel per product or collection. We'll kind of dive into that as well, and then it's been working super well. It's pretty much taken a lot of time away from us, that a lot of management time, so it's been super awesome. So I really want to dive into that with you guys today. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't really have anything to sell you. I pretty much reveal everything on my channel, what's working, what we're doing inside of our agency. If you choose to want to work with this for whatever reason, majority of people are pretty much tied up with growing their Shopify business and they decide they want to work with us just simply to delegate that part of their business, then more than welcome to book a call below. We've helped multiple businesses scale to 6 and 7 figures. And and I do have a little course coming up soon, and pretty much that course is literally just gonna be the YouTube videos, like just pretty much put in one course that's an easy follow guide, because you can pretty much watch the channel, get a good idea of what we do, or you can take this course, which is pretty much just hand holding you step by step, a little bit more hand holding versus the YouTube channel where it's a little bit more theory. So yeah, let's dive into the video. Sorry for rambling. Let's jump into this pretty awesome stuff. Okay, so, and by the way, I think this is like the 5th video uploaded in a low in like a tank top. I'm currently split testing the amount of calls I get booked between female and male viewers depending on what I'm wearing. So, hey, if it's, if this is working, then hey, I may have to do some more tank tops. Let me know what you guys think. It's coming into winter here, so I may have to kind of change the collection up a little bit. But all seriousness, guys, let's dive into the video. So let me just show you all the ad account right quick, and literally you can see over the last 7 days we've spent $8,800. Here's your little refresh, all that fun stuff. We're gonna go into the Shopify, and like I said, it's okay. I know I'm revealing all the store, all that good stuff, blah 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 blah. Look, I don't care. This particular client's open with it. We're open with it. It's okay. And I love it because it's a very good educational opportunity for you guys to actually show y'all what we're doing and what's currently working. So 17th to the 23rd, $24,000. 17th to the 23rd, did about $8,800 in spend. Break even for us is like 1.5 for this store. So doing pretty good. And yeah, so now let's actually dive into more of like what's all going on into this particular ad account. So as you can see, I've tried a lot of different things. This is kind of like my ad account. That's like my testing account as well. I like to test a lot of stuff on this as well on there, what's going on. So inside of that account right here, you can see that pretty much everything's split between these 2 campaigns. And then we have one campaign for a fall sale, which is nothing that we need to currently worry about right now. That's for a whole nother video. So what we got going on is pretty much have a top of funnel campaign and a retargeting campaign. And this is where I'm doing all of my spend pretty much for this account. We're spending about $1,300 or about $1,250, $1,300 a day right now. $1,200 between these 2 campaigns and about $100 from between this campaign. Now, what we're doing here essentially is we're not doing 5, 10, 15 campaigns for top of funnel. We're not doing a middle of funnel. We're not doing a bottom of funnel. We're not doing a DPA. We're literally consolidating everything together. So let's pop open into one of the CBO campaigns. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things that's going on inside of this campaign. So this campaign is split into one product. So this whole campaign is focused around one product. And we'll get into that in a second, because what we actually do is we actually split these campaigns into different products, different collections. And I'll talk about that in a little bit of which one you should do. So inside of this campaign right here, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's my current winning ad set. And this is where I'm starting to force majority of my spin to. And I'm adding in new ads that work in my creative testing. And yeah, just building up one giant ad set that's crushing it. So if we go inside here, we can go see like INS10. I basically name every single ad set a specific identifier that's unique to that specific campaign. So that way, when I'm talking to my media buyers, my team and everything, I can just be like, go dupe IS10 and change it to a purchase 30-day LLA 1%, and let's test that. So keep everything very systematic. Now, inside of this campaign, you can see right here, if we go to IS10, now this is romance love, this is romance novels. If I check inside of there, it's my 3 best performing ads, and I'm currently testing just the audience. If I go to edit, you can see the only thing difference is the audience. And what I'm doing is, if I want to test inside of here, let's say a new interest, I simply duplicate my best performer. I just remove the targeting. I put my new targeting in place, and I leave those like current ads that are working inside of this main one. And that's how I do a audience test. And same thing if I want to test some creative. So I just recently did a kind of an ad copy test, which is pretty damn close. So I basically took my best performing ad set, duplicated it. I took my best performing ad, and I changed the ad copy in 3 different ad copies. So I can essentially test some new ad copy. You can see right here the results, amount spent. You know, that one obviously sucked. And you know, we take some of this as well with a grain of salt, because we do have 14.5 and everything. So we just try to do our best when we're like looking at some of these testing and everything. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing, is we're just having one CBO. We'll probably start the CBO with like a lookalike interest and abroad, maybe a few different particular ad sets that we think will work really well. And what we do is we just do everything inside of that campaign. If we want to do a creative test, we'll duplicate that ad set and we'll do a creative test. We'll put new ads in it. If we want to do a audience test, we'll duplicate that ad set, keep the same ads in it, and just change the audience. And like I said, if I go to edit here, let me show y'all something else, because a big problem with CBOs is that the minimum spend is like $0 when you start it off. And watch, let me show you for an example. Ad spend limits, edit, daily minimum, and you want to set that up to about 1 to 2x your target CPA. So if your target CPA is $25, you'll set it to $25. And what that does is it forces spin to that particular ad set. So that way you can actually get some spin to it. Whereas a big problem with CBOs is that if you just set it up and let it run, what essentially happens is that the core of it, of what happens is that a lot of spin will not go to it, because Facebook just wants to spin everything on what's working. So that's the thesis behind that. Now, if we're doing a audience test, so like if we're doing an audience test right here of his parents or romance right here, and I duplicate this and just change the audience, what I'm doing is, after that particular ad set has spent more than 3x our target CPA and the ROAS does not look good, we just turn it off and forget about it. We don't go look at the ad level or turn off the ads that are not working. We just turn that off. Now, if we duplicate this particular ad set, and like say, for example, we go back right here to this one, we're testing ad copy, and we know we're doing an ad test, we're testing the ad level, then okay, once it spends more than 3x our target CPA, we're essentially just going to turn that off, turn that particular ad off, and let the other ones run. Now, what we did was, in this particular situation, we ended up just copying these 2 ads and putting them into our main one and just letting this main one get all of the spend. So it really just depends on what you're shooting for and what you're going for. But that's pretty much how we're doing our creative testing and our audience testing all in one campaign. Now, we've been really loving this and really enjoying this because it helps a lot with just management of the account, like very, very simplistic, very easy to understand what's going on. And the cool thing about it is if something's working really well, it's already in the CBO, it's already ready to go and scale and everything. So I just leave it on. I don't touch it. So this particular situation is more just kind of testing right here of what's working better. But what we're doing, we find an ad set that's working, just leave it on, let it run. Or you can consolidate everything into one ad set like we did here. So we'll have like 2 or 3 ad sets with all of our best ads consolidated into one. So keeping it very simplistic. It's making our count time change of like how much time we're spending in the ad account, because that's a very big key right there. We want to simplify the ad account as much as possible so we can focus more on what drives results, what actually drives results. And that is pretty much, your creative, your copy, and all that good stuff. So now retargeting, this is something big right here. We're pretty much just consolidating everything. Currently testing a 7-day and a 14-day retargeting audience. You can test both too as well for your particular situation. But I'm doing a CBO. And what I'm basically doing is I'm doing my retargeting campaign to be 25% of my total budget for top of funnel campaign. So if I'm spending $1,000 a day, and my bad, not 25%, 20%. So if I'm spending $1,000 a day on my top of funnel, I want to spend 20% on retargeting and no more than that. And if I want to keep an eye on my frequency, so I look at today. Now let me look at yesterday. If I look at yesterday and the frequency is above a 2x, then I want to lower this by 20%. So it's very, very important to understand. So you got to keep an eye on that. Even if your campaign is super profitable, if your frequency on the retargeting over the last 24 hours goes above a 2x, what essentially happens is you're gonna start burning up your audience, and it's not going to be pretty because you're going to burn through your retargeting and your retargeting is going to suffer. So definitely have to look at that. And then, like I said, 20% of your budget. So this is $1,200 a day. Obviously, you can see our retargeting is doing pretty okay. I would like to see that improve. Very strong click-through rate. Very strong everything else, but I definitely would like to see that ROAS improve, as it's not really hot for retargeting. I typically like to see about a 5 to 6x on retargeting. Keep in mind we're on 14.5, so I should actually see about a 2 to 3x, but relative to our tofu, it needs to be higher. So now in our retargeting campaign, we've pretty much combined middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. We're basically throwing in video views, IG engagement, Facebook engagement, website visitors, add to cart, initiate checkout. You can just toss it all inside of there. And what we're doing is just have one ad set with a bunch of different ads inside of it. And the reason why we do this is because account management is a lot easier. 2, we've gone through a lot with middle funnel and bottom of funnel to the point where some stuff from middle funnel will start working for bottom of funnel, and some stuff from bottom funnel will start looking at middle funnel. And it just became very time consuming to test and figure out what to run at middle funnel, what to run at bottom of funnel. And it's just like, let's just create one retargeting campaign with a bunch of different ads. And that's what we've been testing, and it's been working really well for us, especially at 14.5. There's a lot less people in your retargeting campaigns due to people opting out of tracking. So due to that, having a consolidated campaign works really well. Now, next thing, as you can see right here, this whole account is pretty much based around one product right now, and we are testing other products and getting more products moving. This particular account has been like 80% or 90% with one product cold, and then we promote a bunch of products on the back end. But we're definitely trying to get some other products moving just because to help scale a lot quicker. So going further into that right there, to understand whether to do a collection campaign or, and when I say collection campaign, you're driving traffic to a collection versus you're driving traffic to a single product. So that's gonna be different for everyone. You have to understand how your store is set up. If you have like 5 products and they're all completely different from each other and they're all great first time purchases, then you would want to just do 5 campaigns, one for each product. Now, if like 2 of those products work out of those 5, don't worry about trying to get those other 3 going. Just focus all your time and attention on the 2 that are working. So we're scaling up very aggressively with this one particular product. And then what we're doing is we're adding in other products like $100 a day just to kind of get some movement going on those other ones. We tested for a few days, turn it off and go back to the other one. We have over 100 products on the store. So what we can do is we have a lot of room for product testing, whereas some of you guys may not have that room. And trust me, it's okay to not have that room. If you have 3 or 4 products that are working really well on top of the funnel, just focus on those for cold acquisition and worry about email and SMS to help out with retention and getting those other products moving. So going back to that, when you're doing either a collection campaign, driving traffic to collection page, or a single product, it just comes down to how your store is set up. So if you're a clothing brand and you just released a women's collection of biker shorts, or a men's collection of jeans for the summer, then what you do is you drive traffic to that collection of jeans or that collection of biker shorts. You wouldn't do a campaign for every single pair of biker shorts, then also your other collection of bras, and have every bra with, like, it just becomes super, super tedious. Now at this particular store right here, we have about 100 products. And what we do is we pretty much just drive traffic to our top few best sellers. And those right there is what generates a lot of, like, what's the 20% of products that drive 80% of your revenue? We focus on those. And then we get a lot of other like retention buys for all of the other products. So it just depends on how your store is set up. And then also to do not stress yourself. You do not need a campaign for every single product in your store. Do not fall down that rabbit hole. I've gone through that rabbit hole. It's not fun. It's not pretty. Focus on the 2 or 3 products that generate 80% of your revenue. Scale those up hard with your front end as your front end offer. And then your back end, your retention side through organic posting and email and SMS. Get those people to purchase other products in your ecosystem. Think about it like this. For me personally, I was introduced to the iPhone first, and then I bought all these other products just for the fun of it as a retention buy. So you may have look at it like from that perspective of the Apple perspective. So, they don't lead with the AirPods and get you to purchase an iPhone after you leave with the AirPods. No, they leave with the iPhone and it's just like, hey, you want to purchase these AirPods as well? Cool. Yeah, love to. Very, very easy sell. So rules now of managing the account. Pretty much what we're doing is if performance over the last 3 days compared to the total Shopify revenue and total Facebook ads revenue has been really good, we increase budget. If performance is bad, we go turn off a few things, review again. If it's still bad, we'll decrease a little bit of spend, and then we'll try to get some new creatives and new stuff moving because there's obviously a bigger picture at play that we're missing. So guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just kind of diving through ad account and showing you guys a few things of what's working really well for us. Again, I don't really mind showing this to you guys at all because honestly, it's super simple. It's nothing crazy. What I charge my clients and how I really help my clients and my students and stuff like that is through the actual marketing knowledge, which I think is 99% of what gurus have missed on YouTube over the last few years, is really understanding how to effectively market a product, capture attention, and create desire for products. Because guys, let's just face it, this whole Facebook ads dashboard is changing monthly. There's always a new update, always a new routine, strategy, etc. With some of my consulting clients, I'll literally do here's what we're doing. Then a month later, we're hopping on a call with them look guys, I know that was working really well, but now we have to adapt to this. All advertising and media buying is constantly an adapting system, and you have to understand that. So you might have seen a lot of different strategies on YouTube, and look, let's just be honest with you, they get outdated very quickly. This one right here is one of the longest ones. Besides my 1-1-1 method, this is another one of the longest ones I've seen personally, that's worked across multiple different accounts. So, and multiple different other bigger agencies. It's also doing this. So really stoked to show it to you guys and just let y'all have fun with it. So again, if something's not working, if you can't quite get an ad set to convert or an ad to convert, it's not CBO or ABO or 1-1-1 or not. You need to take a step back and look at what you can control. And that is your CTR and your CVR, and your AOV and your LTV. Now, AOV and LTV is a whole nother more complex topic, and most of you guys doing less than 25K a month is not something you need to be worried about right now. You need to be worried about CTR and CVR and your click-through rate, so how good your creative is, how well it speaks to your ideal audience, and then your CVR, your conversion rate. How easy is it for people to purchase your product when they get to your website? The easier it is for them to go through your buying cycle and make a purchase, the better conversion rate and the better overall ROAS you'll get. So those are two things you really need to focus on. You're having a really great landing page, a really great product first, and a really great creative and copy. In continuous testing, we test new creative and new copy every single week across our ad accounts. So you have to be very consistent with it repeatedly over and over. Well, guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, if you're making at least 25K a month with your e-com business, then click the link below to book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call, learn a little bit about your business, and then we'll do a deep dive into your ad account and kind of take a look at what's all going on there, and what's your action plan, what you need to improve and stuff. And then we'll like show you everything and build a strategy around your business. And you can pretty much take that strategy and run with it, or you'll have the option to work with this if you choose. Regardless of how we go, we've helped multiple different brands scale to 6 and 7 figures, and we would love to help you out. So click the link below to book a call with us to do that. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And yeah, I'm just really happy to have you on today. And I really, really hope you have a great day. So my name is Nick Theriot. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.